What is up, YouTubelettes? It is PuddlesA1 here, and I am bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle. Now today, guys, got an RU match against SOEL. She's this girl that I met on the smoking server. She was really awesome, so everybody say thank you to SOEL for this Friday upload. Now, I did say RU. I haven't played RU in a long time, since the beginning of my YouTube career, so most of you have never seen this tier from me, so this is going to be a change, and it's a change for me too. So, I did get this team inspiration from one of Mystical's videos. His link will be in the team preview later on. I'll just get to that later. I'll explain the synergy of this team later as well, but right now I'm going to go over the team. I have a Life Orb Sheer Force Nidoqueen. I have a bulky Swords Dance Gallade, Specs Manectric, physically defensive Slowking, Flying Gem Archeops, and then a substitute Bouffalant. Now looking at her team, I know I hear Moltres is a threat, but I'm not entirely sure why it's a threat, and Galvantula is naturally a threat, but here we go. So I did stumble across my words there, but anyway, she's going to lead off with the Moltres. I'm going to lead off with the Nidoqueen, and right off the bat I know I can't get my rocks up, because I do pack rocks in Nidoqueen because I feel like Nidoqueen forces a lot of switches, just like Nidoking does in the UU, so I assume that it would only work to my benefit to force switches out and go for Stealth Rock on the predicted switch out. But she actually goes for the Fire Blast here first turn. I figured she would go for the HP Grass, HP Ground, whatever she happens to carry, but I figured I could take one, and I was scared actually when she went for Fire Blast. Surprisingly, I live, and I will be able to take her out with a Thunderbolt, which is really good for me. I am modest if that matters. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really feel like doing the calc. So anyway, she's going to go out into her Galvantula, and the fact that she brings this thing in automatically tells me that she has the Grass type move. I'm guessing Energy Ball, so I'm going to go out into my Bouffalant, and she goes for Giga Drain, pretty much telling me that she is Life Orb as opposed to Specs or Expert Belt, and that is only confirmed here by seeing the switch of the move in Volt Switch, and then also the Life Orb at the end of the turn, and I'm going to go for the sub here, knowing that she's going to switch out in some way, just because I knew it would either be the Volt Switch or the Hard Switch out. So I'm going to go for the sub, get a sub up, which is really nice for me because now she's going to bring in the Sand Slash, and Sand Slashes are bulky. They're the bulky spinner in RU, right? Like besides Cryogonal, but that's especially bulky. So I'm going to go for the stab return. I'm at +1, and I'm adamant 252 attack. And this is going to actually do over half to the Sand Slash. It's like a good, what, 60% of that thing, so I was really surprised by that, and I do actually end up outspeeding, which is really nice. I at first was kind of concerned that it might have been a speed tie, but then I see that my leftovers goes before his. I'm not entirely sure if that confirms the fact that I'm faster, or if that's just another speed tie kind of thing, but I do end up outspeeding it, whether it be a speed tie or just natural, but I'm going to take it out with the second return, which is really nice. I'm at +1. I didn't want to waste it, so I'm actually going to end up switching out as she brings in, I believe, the Lantern? Or the Galvantula again. Yeah, she brings in the Galvantula again. Don't want to take a Volt Switch, don't want to take a Thunder, don't want to take a Thunderbolt, don't want to take whatever this thing has. I'm going to go on my Manectric, predicting the Electric type move, as she does end up going for the Thunder, which is really great. I get that Lightning Rod boost. Like I've said in the beginning of this battle, I am Specs, so I am naturally at +2 right now, and I can just go for the Overheat, predicting the Roselia to come in. Now, I thought that the switching the Lantern was really obvious, because I think I have HP Grass in this guy. I didn't want to go for that, predicting her to go into Roselia, predicting the HP Grass, and that's why the Overheat happened. But she just went straight out into Lantern. I really over-predicted there. A lot of overthinking, and I should have just went for the HP Grass. But whatever. I still do a decent chunk of this thing, over 25%, which is really nice, but leftovers brings it to more or less 25%, as I switch out here knowing she's going to want to go for the Scald because she can't go for the Thunder Wave, the Discharge, whatever she has that's an electric type move, and my Slowking can go ahead and take that for days because he does have that bulk, he does have the HP stat, and he does have Regenerator, so I know she's not really going to take much from the Scald, so I'm just going to go for the Psychic here. In no way, shape, or form did I predict to switch out into Roselia. Really wish I did, because that would have been phenomenal. That would have been a really offensively based prediction, and I don't really make those correctly that often, so it would have been a really proud moment for me, and you guys would have been able to see it, but that's not the case anyway. That Psychic does a decent amount of damage to this thing, so I was like, well, that's pretty cool. As I go for the second Psychic here, she's just going to stay in. I think I have Toxic on my Slowking, and that's why I didn't go for it, because it's a Grass Poison type. It's not going to do anything. So I'm actually going to switch out here, predicting her to go for another layer of spikes, because I do want to either get my rocks up or kill this Roselia right now, and she's actually going to go for the Synthesis on this turn, which is really aggravating in a sense, just because I would have actually preferred it to have Rest, because had she gone for the Rest there, she would have been forced to switch out. I could have set up my rocks and I would have been in a better boat, but I go for the Fire Blast and miss because all that stuff didn't happen, and she's just going to go for the Giga Drain, take me out, and that's fine by me. I don't see any Black Sludge or leftovers, so I'm for sure guessing that this thing is the Eviolite set, so I'm really not sure why that Psychic did so much, because I'm guessing it's probably specially defensive, but yeah, who knows? She might be running physically defensive. Not entirely sure. So last time I went for the Overheat, right? So I expect her to go into her Lantern again, so I go for the switcheroo, but she brings in the Galvantula, taking my Specs away, which is absolutely horrible, because Specs Galvantula is even a bigger threat, because if she can take out my Manectric, then she can just drop Specs Thunders on whatever she wants. So I predict her to predict me to switch out and lock herself into the electric type move, but she stays in, goes for Bug Buzz, and I over predicted there, which is really bad. I lost the one check that I had to this thing, but then I remembered I have a complete counter in Archeops, because I do outspeed, I do resist the Bug Buzz, and I do have both of my stabs are super effective. So I'm going to go for the Acrobatics, predicting her to go into her Roselia here, just because I felt like my Flying Gem needed to be used on this Roselia, if on any Pokemon. So I'm really glad she did bring it in. I actually made a correct prediction for once in my life, and I'm actually going to be able to take it out. As she goes into this Lantern, I do not want to take a Thunder Wave, Discharge, Volt Switch, whatever this thing wants to go for. That's electric. I do not want to take it, or a Scald, to be honest, because that would do even worse damage to me, because it could possibly burn me. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, go out into my Slowking, and she's actually just going to go for the Volt Switch, and she's going to get that Switch Initiative, which is really unfortunate for me, but that's about it. But now I can actually explain the synergy behind this team. I saw Mystical's battle, and I was like, oh, he's got a bunch of it's got a bunch of boosting guys, like it's got Motor Drive, Electivire, and things like that. So I was like, well, I can make a team like that. And then making it, I was like, Slowking is the perfect Pokemon for this, because my team is basically based around it. Like, I switch out here, predicting the Dark type move, and go into my Gallade, because I do have Justified, so I can get the +1 from that. And Slowking also attracts Electric type moves, so I can get a +1 on my Manectric. And Slowking also attracts Grass type moves, so I can get a +1 on my Bouffalon. So it's really just plussing my other Pokemon, using Slowking as a pivot switch, as it were, to really help me sweep with the rest of my guys. So that's that, and then I just have the other guys on there just for like the effect that they have, the power that they possess. So anyway, I missed a couple turns. She's gonna go for the Taunt as I switch out, and then go for the Swords Dance, and I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch, do a decent chunk to this thing, hoping that after +1 I will be able to take it out from that range. And like, as you guys can probably tell from my word choice and just the vocal range that I'm at right now, I guess I'm not gonna be able to take it out, which I don't. And I was thinking after the recovery from Drain Punch and leftovers, I might be able to take another Crunch, but then, yeah, no, that's not the case. I'm not going to do that. She's just going to take me out with the Crunch here, and that's fine by me. I do still have my Bouffalon and my Archeops. Both have moves that can take out the rest of the team. I do have the Earthquake on my Bouffalon, and I do have the Acrobatics, and I outspeed the rest of the team here. So I'm just going to go for the Acrobatics, take out this here Drapion, and then she's going to go into Galvantula, and she's just going to run, keeping her pride intact, knowing she can't win, and that I have clearly won. So that's going to be a great game, SOEL. Thank you for the battle. If you guys will go ahead and click from the Moltres all the way to the Roselia, it'll take you to Mystical's page. No, actually, it'll take you to Mystical's video of his side of this team, the origin of this team, I should say. It's a really good battle. I hope you guys watch it. Go ahead and subscribe to him. He's really awesome. I subscribe to him. Go ahead and click the Bouffalon to see my last video. Click the Nidoqueen to see my next one when I upload it. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Tumblr. Add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 is the name throughout all that. You guys, I'm also on Smoking Wi-Fi Battle Finder. I am on Showdown. My name is PuddlesA1. If you ever see me on there, go ahead and ask me for a battle. I will most likely accept it, unless it's really stally. Then I'm just gonna say I'm gonna run, because I don't like stally things, because it's aggressive. It makes me agitated, and I don't like that. So that's about it, guys. Been rambling for far too long. I have one more thing to say before I leave. I'm working on a 200 sub special right now. If you guys want anything in particular, please let me know. And that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, and later, Gators.